Diego today. We'll show you how the city is calling for migrant and labor union rights.
The Planning Commission considers rule changes and restrictions on San Diego's bonus ADU program for granny flats in single-family neighborhoods.
The controversial case taking over confirmation hearings for a San Diego border official tapped to lead Customs and Border Protection.
The latest scam is being delivered to your front door. I'm Abby Black, working for you to make sure that you do not open an unexpected packet.
The San Diego Police Department launches a new tool allowing the public to give feedback on their interactions with officers.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now.
We begin tonight with a show of solidarity among workers across San Diego who took to the streets for rallies in honor of May Day. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. May Day, celebrated every May 1st, is a day known for marches and rallies around the world. And today was no exception as we saw people protest together all across the country and here in California. This is a look at the rallies held in both Los Angeles and San Francisco today.
There was a similar sight at rallies here in San Diego. CBS 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from Waterfront Park, where another rally is about to start. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening, Carlo and Marcella. That's right. We have yet another May Day rally that's about to kick off right here at Waterfront Park. They're just still getting started just now, but we've got a few tents out here. Also, Amnesty International has a table set up, and then a little bit also towards the left here, I think they're preparing for some live music that's going to be starting in a few minutes. Lots of May Day rallies all over San Diego today. Take a look. This afternoon at Chicano Park in Barrio Logan, May Day ralliers gathered to support several causes. Those we talked to said coming together to fight for our rights is more important now than ever.
May Day is literally a call in the military, right? Distress. We're in duress right now. Our country is in duress. Our country's people are in duress. And we all need to unite on every issue.
May Day rallies started this morning as hundreds of workers at UCSD Hillcrest gathered to rally against a hiring freeze by UCSD Health.
We've already been having some issues with retention and with understaffing, and that's already created a crisis for our patients, and this new hiring freeze is just going to make things worse.
The group then took to the streets of Hillcrest and marched south to Balboa Park. Once at Balboa Park, several speakers got the rally going.
We are stepping out of that darkness and into the spotlight.
With those showing up, supporting labor unions, migrant, and human rights.
Showing up for all the people, for the workers. This is about working class people, not billionaires. We stand up for immigrants, reproductive health rights, voting democracy rights, and we want to support the unions.
Even Lady Liberty herself made an appearance.
We have the right to liberty and justice for all in the pursuit of happiness.
San Diegans from all walks of life joining the May Day rallies today to have their voices heard. It's been a busy day of support for migrant rights and human rights all over San Diego. This is a big flag they got here for Amnesty International at Waterfront Park. This event's going to be going on for a few more hours tonight, so if you want to go out to support, head on down. Reporting live from Waterfront Park, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Thanks, Alex. San Diego's hotel tax is going up today. The increase is from Measure C, which was approved by voters back in 2020 but was delayed by legal challenges. The current rate is 10.5%. It will go up to between 11.75 and 13.75%, with the highest rates being closer to the convention center. This affects motels, short-term rentals, and RV parks as well. The city estimates it will generate an additional $82 million for fiscal year 2026 and a little more than $1 billion within the first 10 years. The city says money from the increase will help improve the convention center and fight homelessness. Big changes could be coming to the city of San Diego's housing landscape. City leaders are rethinking the rules around the bonus ADU, or accessory dwelling unit program. That program allowed homeowners to build extra rental units in their backyards.
But developers are pushing the limits with what are essentially apartment complexes going up on single home lots. CBS 8's Brian White was at today's Planning Commission meeting where the proposed changes sparked a lot of debate.
Kick that can down the road. Don't you dare do that. We're waiting for y'all to speak on it.
Passions flaring at the podium. At the heart of this issue, how many units should be allowed in someone's backyard?
They are here because of a runaway policy that benefits only developers and their investors who are focused on one thing, which is ROI.
The city's ADU bonus program allows homeowners or developers to build an additional ADU for every affordable one they build, with no real limit on single-family lots within a half-mile of a bus or trolley stop.
You know, they wake up one day and they find out somebody's going to build 10, 12, 14, 16, up to 126 units on a single-family lot.
The new rules would make homes in some single-family areas ineligible for bonus ADUs, but they'd still be allowed in RS17 and other zones, where more than 90% of bonus units have been built in single-family neighborhoods since the program began. But for homes in high fire severity zones with only one way out, like on a cul-de-sac, for example, bonus units would not be allowed. Wesley Morgan, who lives in Mission Hills, does not agree with new restrictions.
We should be more aggressive with housing. Instead, we're taking 2 steps back and wasting a lot of time and resources.
Other changes include parking. Right now, there's none required, but the new rules would say 1 off-street space for every ADU outside a transit priority area.
There's a lot of people, you know, they're trying to make sure their kids can move back to San Diego after college, or maybe they actually have a granny in their family and they're trying to house, and just making it a little bit easier for them to build one of those granny flats really is important for a lot of people.
Ultimately, the commission voted to advance these rule changes, though they did request that city staff provide more options on how to cap the number of ADUs allowed on a single lot. The next stop for this is the Land Use and Housing Committee in 2 weeks. Brian White, CBS 8.
Thank you, Brian. And if you're curious about which zone your home is in and how these rules might impact your neighborhood, we have a link posted on CBS8.com. Just click on this story.
Tonight, we've learned a man who was holding his baby when a San Diego police officer shot him has been sentenced to more than 14 years in prison. Body cam video captures the moment the police officer shot Stefan Nuttall 1 year ago. The child, fortunately, was not hurt, and Nuttall also survived, but he now uses a wheelchair. Nuttall recently pleaded guilty to multiple charges, including child endangerment. Separately, Nuttall is suing the city of San Diego and the officer who shot him, claiming the officer used excessive force and unjustly opened fire. Police say Nuttall ignored orders to disarm before he was shot. The in-custody death of a man at the San Ysidro border 15 years ago is taking center stage at confirmation hearings for President Trump's nominee to be the next Customs and Border Protection Commissioner. The nominee, Rodney Scott, is the former head of San Diego's Border Patrol.
As CBS 8's David Goffson reports, a newly released report alleges a cover-up in the 2010 death of Anastasio Hernandez Rojas.
Did you do anything in the investigation of that case to interfere with the investigation of that case?
Absolutely not.
The former chief of San Diego's Border Patrol is in the hot seat over the death in 2010 of Anastasio Hernandez Rojas at the San Ysidro border.
On these key facts, we still are basically in the dark.
A newly released report by the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights says border agents kicked, tased, and tortured Rojas while he was handcuffed and then tried to cover it up. Rojas died days later at a Chula Vista hospital.
Did you sign an administrative subpoena in the Rojas investigation upon advice of counsel?
Yes, sir.
Rodney Scott was the acting deputy chief patrol agent in San Diego at the time, and now he's been nominated for CBP commissioner. Scott admitted Wednesday during a confirmation hearing that he subpoenaed medical records for Rojas from the hospital.
The subpoena was information gathering. The medical records specifically because of the individual was in our custody when the injury and the death occurred.
And it was standard procedure?
Yes, sir.
The problem is San Diego Police Department was the agency investigating Rojas's death, not Border Patrol.
Border Patrol doesn't have congressional authority to collect evidence or to intervene in those investigations.
Attorneys representing Rojas's family say under the supervision of Scott, a Border Patrol critical incident team interfered with the investigation.
They should have not requested health records They should have not arrived before the police to the scene of the crime. They should have not dispersed witnesses. They should have not collected the taser darts. They should have not been present during the testimonies of agents that were involved in the incident.
None of the border agents involved were ever charged criminally in the death of Rojas. His family settled a lawsuit against the federal government for $1 million. David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
That international human rights group is recommending changes to CBP use of force policies, but those recommendations are not binding. If Rodney Scott's nomination is approved in committee, his confirmation hearing will be in front of the entire Senate in the coming weeks.
San Diego County leaders want to spend more than $8.5 billion in the next fiscal year. It's $85 million more than the current budget. Their proposal cuts nearly 200 positions, or about 1% of county employees, and we're told that not all of those positions are currently filled. The proposal also includes more than $100 million for behavioral health services, $29 million to improve county jails, and more than $800 million to help San Diegans access programs like CalWorks. The county will host open houses later this month to talk more about the proposal before they begin budget hearings next month.
San Diego Unified celebrates cultural diversity.
We'll show you still ahead. Plus, a plea for help from the San Diego Food Bank, concerned about a growing demand for food in the face of dwindling donations and funding cuts.
You receive a mystery package at your doorstep? Woohoo! Not so fast to try to figure out who it is. I'm Abby Black, and working for you on how you can prevent this from happening to you.
We are still seeing some pretty consistent totals when it comes to our rain chances over the next few days, but there has been an adjustment when it comes to just how much some cities could get. All those details are after the break.